Good morning. We're taking a look at our view from above on our tower cam of South Fargo of the rain that's coming down. If you look to the upper left, you can see that the downtown area is still visible, but obscured somewhat by the rain that's been falling. We've got wet roads here at a closer view along University and I-94. So hitting the road this morning, whether it's to go to work, maybe for that last day of school in Moorhead, or even to hit the road for your holiday weekend, be prepared to run into some wet roads and some lowered visibility at times. And this is something that might greet you throughout the day today because we have rain chances lasting all day with some breaks in between like we've seen in some areas. So caution lights for you for your travel here. Thunderstorms are possible too, but the severe threat has moved on. And then as the day goes on, the wind is going to pick up. So it's going to be windy on top of that. So not the most pleasant travel day, we'll say, here for today. Let's take a closer look at the road surface along I-94. You can see the wet roads, the shiny streets there. And of course, there may be some puddles that you run into. So keep that in mind. Those headlights are on. Nice to see that on those vehicles here this morning that have them. So again, looking at conditions that are soggy for today. Eastern North Dakota especially. Minnesota, we've been enjoying more of a break, but that is kind of ending as we're watching more moisture move into parts of Lakes Country. Of course, we've got this band moving through the Fargo-Moorhead area right now. Another round south along the state line. A larger area of rain too up into northeastern North Dakota. And that stretches back into Minot and Bismarck too. I'll show you that in a second. But some good rain coming down in places in Cass and western, especially southwestern Clay County over by the Sabin area and back into Wilkin County too. And then this stretches up toward that Highway 200 corridor in eastern parts of North Dakota. And from there north as well, we can see Grafton in the rain, Hallock seeing some rain. Grand Forks getting a little bit of a break right now. Doesn't mean it's done though. We see what's coming your way from the south as well. So as we expand the view further, you can see there is some more rain out to the west around Bismarck and Minot. Even some blue already showing up on the map on that colder side of this system. Meanwhile, on the warmer side of the system, severe weather has been moving on. And you can see we're looking at some severe thunderstorm warnings, even tornado warnings for eastern parts of Iowa heading toward the Quad Cities here. So traveling in that direction today, that's where the threat for severe weather is greater. Moving down I-94, it's a soggy drive too toward Minneapolis. Speaking of that severe potential, you can see it basically Chicago through St. Louis back down into Texas and places like Dallas. That's where the greatest risk for severe storms happens to be. So I know it's a big travel day heading in that direction. You want to make sure you're staying weather aware. And even here in the valley, we're looking out for storms, but non-severe storms here for today with this system still impacting our weather. So temperatures, big range here. We're at 37 degrees right now in Rolla, and we may not climb much more from there. It's going to be much cooler up in the Devil's Lake Basin. In fact, we'll be cooling through the day. Then in the south and east, we're at 62 degrees in Fargo and in the 50s in other places. Windy north and east, we've got some gusts to near 40 miles per hour, and that's going to increase through the day. In fact, we have a wind advisory taking effect at noon for the James River Valley. We could see wind gusts, especially in southeastern North Dakota, 40 to 50 miles per hour. So intense winds, add the rain to the mix, that just makes for some miserable conditions. Now moving into midday and beyond, you see that round of rain lifting northward. Some areas getting a break, but then there are some spotty areas where we could see some redevelopment, more storms popping up or some rain showers. And then there's that mix that may happen over by the Devil's Lake area when temperatures are much cooler this afternoon and heading into tonight. So I can't rule that out, that you may see a snowflake mixed in with the rain showers there. This will be ending tonight, heading into Saturday morning. We start to quiet down. Rainfall potential in addition to what we've already seen. You can see a lot of places in green, ½ inch or more, and some places getting an inch or more in those yellow areas. So still looking at a soaker today for many spots. This weekend, watching out for a spotty shower here and there heading into the holiday weekend. So you're going to want to be weather aware, but it's not going to be a washout. That's the good news. And we'll get into more details on that coming up.
Hey, not going to be a washout, and next week is looking pretty nice.
Yeah, more like summertime again. So mid to upper 70s next week.
Life is good. Thank you, Lisa.